Now, let's go back in time to the Salem witch trials. But first, a trivia question for you. Let me extricate it here from its paper prison. The question: which illustrious 19th century American author had a forebear who was involved in the Salem witch trials? You all know his name. The prize, the only prize, one pat on the back that you'll have to administer to yourself. We have no other prizes, and please don't call us. We cannot afford operators to take those calls. I'll take a sip of water and be back with the name of that illustrious author. Okay, time is up. Again, which American author from the 19th century had a relative involved in the Salem witch trials? It was Nathaniel Hawthorne. His relative was named John Hawthorne, and he was an interrogator involved in those trials. But before we reveal the secret of the Salem witch trials, let's pick up some of the flavor of such a trial. We'll watch a scene from Curse of the Witch, starring Torrin Thatcher and Fintan Myler as the witch. Roll tape.
It was a strange kind of a dance she did, the like of which I'd never seen before. And as she danced, she laughed and uttered strange cries. And then the skies were full of clouds, and it started to rain. And I was terrible frightened.
I have danced many times, and I was always laughing. So why not? I was happy. I was in love, and I was loved.
The maid will remain quiet.
How could I not laugh and sing when Jamie loved me? No matter how many of his witnesses lie, I did not harm him. How could I harm my darling Jamie?
Tell the court all that you told me. Well, my lord, you told me she caused all the milk suddenly to turn sour. She did. And you saw imps flying in the air above her head. On 2 occasions, my lord.
Liar!
And like all the other witnesses, didn't you see me whirl a cat in the air? I'd disappear after saying magic words.
My oldest son is lying dead. And the witch mocks me. Catherine, with thine own hands, thou hast placed thy mark in the black book of perpetual death. Thou art a sorcerer and a witch. Now then, Catherine, hear the awesome sentence of this civil court. Thou shalt be remitted forthwith into the hands of a public executioner.
No.
To be taken to an open field, 100 rods from the castle gates. There thou shalt be bound to a wooden stake with leather thongs and burned.
No! Take him from me! And now he killed me!
Take her away!
As much as I loved him, that's how much I hate you! If it's true, if I do possess the power you say, I curse you! And I curse all that follow you and bear your name! And Jamie, your firstborn son, died before his father. So will it be in every generation! I curse you!
That's what I call a curse. Now, for the secret of the Salem witch trials. They took place in September of 1692 in Salem, Massachusetts, a town about 15 miles north of Boston. A number of adolescent girls accused 19 townspeople, both men and women, of engaging in witchcraft. 18 were found guilty. The 19th, a man named Giles Corey, refused to enter a plea. That was because, of course, he realized if he pled guilty, his family's property would be taken away. And if he pled innocent and was found guilty, again, they'd lose the property. So he refused to enter a plea. So he was subjected to what was called pressing. Heavy rocks were placed on his chest, one atop another. Finally, just before he died, they asked him, "Are you going to enter a plea?" He answered, "More weight," and then died. Now, the other 18 were hanged by the neck. They were not burned at the stake. And that's the secret of the Salem witch trials. No witch in America was burned at the stake. They were all hanged. For example, there's an old woman in 1688 in nearby Boston, hanged as a witch. There were some other witches in Massachusetts and Maine, also hanged. None burned at the stake. There are even 2 dogs found guilty of being familiars to the witches, and they too were hanged. In Europe, they burned them at the stake. In America, they hanged them. Now, even though Nathaniel Hawthorne was quite embarrassed by his forebears' association with this, today the town of Salem actually revels in its witchcraft history. The symbol for the town is a witch on the broom, and the local football high school team is called the Fighting Witches. There you have it. All you wanted to know about the Salem witch trials. And that, for the record, was September 22nd and 23rd of 1692.
Now, until next time, may the power of the cosmos be with you. Yes, yes, yes.